When you see millionaires, billionaires, and the world's wealthiest people, you have to be 100% sure that they reached this financial status as a result of sacrifices. Every one of them gave up a lot to get to where they are today. Sacrifice is what sets the wealthy apart from everyone else. In farming, sacrificing one season to let the land rest leads to higher yields and healthier plants in the future. Your life is your land, so sacrifice these 17 things to get the wealth you want. Establish your own family. Having a good spouse, children playing around you is the greatest thing that everyone wishes for. But unfortunately, on your path to being rich, you have to sacrifice that, but not for a long time. You just need to postpone it until you feel financially solid. Having a family takes your appetite for risk. You can't take opportunities or enter projects because you will be afraid to lose since you are the sole breadwinner for your family. You can't gamble with the future of your family. That will surely hold you back from being rich. Be alone on your wealth path. You might fail, but you can get out of it alone as one person. The more people depending on you, the harder it is to take risks and face challenges. Postpone your own family while you create a wealthy life for them. Time. It's a simple equation. Time equals wealth. If you want wealth, you have to spend a lot of time working and building it. It won't happen in a day, a month, or a year. You have to give it time until you see results. You can't just stop. You have to keep giving it time, sometimes even more time every day. This way you can keep your progress moving forward. If you want time, sacrifice wealth. If you want wealth, be willing to sacrifice time. That's the choice you have to make. Your circle. On your path to getting rich, your circle will shrink. You may lose friends, some extended family members, and parts of your community. Your focus will shift to yourself, and you won't spend as much time with them as you did before. When you refuse their requests that don't align with your goals, it may cause them to drift away, but you won't be the reason for it. Be grateful for this. A smaller circle creates a positive space filled with people who understand your goals and support your success. Comfort zone. Feeling secure and avoiding risk are all parts of the comfort zone that keep you from becoming rich. Being in your comfort zone means less stress, means less performance. Psychologists Robert Yerkes and John Dillingham Dodson developed the Yerkes-Dodson law, which states that performance increases with stress, but only up to a point. Take a look at the picture. According to the Yerkes-Dodson law, our performance improves with physiological or mental arousal, stress, until it reaches a peak. As humans, we're wired for survival and naturally try to avoid perceived threats, but this can lead to being unsuccessful and broke. Nothing grows in your comfort zone. A moderate amount of stress can help you get in the right mindset to pursue wealth, so you have to sacrifice your comfort zone. Happiness. On your path to wealth, you'll face losses, setbacks, and tough moments that may make you feel miserable and unhappy. You might turn to habits that give you instant happiness, but these can hurt your journey to wealth. You should give up those habits. You may notice a decrease in your happiness level due to the new challenges and stress. Be grateful because this will only be temporary. In the end, you'll find true happiness and pride in becoming the person you set out to be. Stability. Living an easy life with a normal routine, no obstacles, no challenges, no effort, creates a flat line of stability that makes you lazy and drains your passion. Just one small problem, and that line starts going down, weakening your stability each time. With each dip, your stability weakens until it reaches zero, making it harder to recover financially and personally. That's why you need to sacrifice your stability. Pride. Working at McDonald's, cleaning, or any low-wage jobs to raise or save money doesn't define your value. There's nothing wrong with working for someone else for a while. It's not your end point. It's just the beginning. Ask for help, ask for information, learn from others. Remember, you're not the best in everything. There will always be someone who knows more in a certain field. You don't know it all, and it's okay to ask as long as you do it respectfully and with dignity. Don't let false pride hold you back from growth. Society. This is your journey, and you're responsible for it. You should do what's in your best interest, not what society expects. If you fail, you're responsible, and if you succeed, you're responsible. Don't waste your efforts trying to please society. Sacrificing society's approval means accepting that some people may not understand or support your vision, and that's okay. What matters is trusting yourself and making progress on your journey. Your income. Look, if you don't put aside part of your income, you're stuck in the same cycle every month. It's impossible to grow when at the end of the month you find yourself with $0 or sometimes even less. That's not how wealth works. Building wealth requires sacrificing a portion of your immediate income. You need to save and invest wisely. By doing this, you expand your financial resources. Spending money, buying the latest iPhone, brand name clothes, or living in an expensive house, these are things you want to spend money on without thinking rationally. Instead of splurging on luxuries that harm you and don't benefit your wealth path, you should direct that money toward investments or savings that will help you grow. I don't mean living with less. You should spend on things that provide a decent life. For example, buying a reliable, affordable phone can save you over 60% compared to an iPhone. Buying clean, healthy clothes without splurging on expensive brands can save you money too. Living in a good house instead of a luxury, one will also save you more. Spending wisely helps you save more, which you can then invest. To be clear, don't live a fake rich life that you can't afford. Sacrifice unnecessary spending so you can enjoy your life comfortably as a real rich person. Conventional career path. The 9 to 5 job you hear so much negativity about is often criticized for good reason. Staying on a conventional career path has its limitations. Getting used to a salary that often runs out before the end of the month keeps you dependent on that paycheck, making it hard to give up the comfort it brings. While you're just starting out, keep your job, but work on building alternative income sources. Once you do, you can sacrifice your job to focus more on those. Blame. It's your life, your journey, and your vision. You have to take responsibility for it because you are the one who wants it and chose it. Blaming the government, society, and your family keeps you stuck in the same place. I know they can affect you negatively, and I 100% agree with you. But then what? Will you continue blaming them for your entire life while you stay in poverty? I'm sure that's not what you want. Blaming them won't affect them, trust me, but it will affect you a lot. So you have to let go of the blame, sacrifice it, and focus on your wealth path. Travel. Changing your environment too often can decrease your focus, disrupt your concentration, and reduce productivity. Adjusting to new places can cause mental fatigue as your brain uses energy to process the unfamiliar aspects of each environment. It takes time to get used to it, making it harder to maintain a high level of concentration. On the other hand, traveling too much in a year costs a lot of money that you could save and invest to help you on your wealth path. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you should never travel. Traveling is a great way to meet new people who can help each other, provide a mental reset, and engage the hippocampus, the brain region responsible for memory, thus strengthening memory formation. It has many advantages. Travel, yes, but not excessively. Too much travel can slow your progress. So sacrifice a little on travel now. In the future, when you don't have financial worries, you can travel as much as you want. Social media. When you hear the word social media, you probably think of wasting time, distractions, and negativity. Social media can make you feel like a fool wandering through life without knowing what's behind, in front of, or beside you. It controls you, leaving you without feelings or logical thinking. If we look at what social media gives you, we often find 100 negatives for every one positive, if not more. There's distraction, stress, anxiety, negativity, addiction, sleep disruption, and constant comparison, among other issues. Everything I've said about social media applies to those who use it negatively. However, if you use it for your benefit in a smart way, you can find many opportunities to help you on your wealth path. You should use social media to your advantage in your work and wealth journey, but you need to sacrifice the harmful side of it. Building wealth requires a clean, positive, and rational mind, not the other way around. Talking. Real wealth is built in silence. Learn, apply, and grow in silence. You have to search for wealth, not public approval. Focus on results without external noise or pressure. Your richness doesn't depend on how many people you tell that you will be rich. It depends on how effectively you work toward being rich. Don't share what you're doing, what you're learning, or what you're working on. Don't boast about your success. You don't need to share every step of your journey with others. Focus on doing instead of telling. Plan, work, and make money in silence. Freedom. When you choose wealth, you have to do what wealth demands rather than what you feel like doing. You must align your actions with what wealth requires rather than simply following your personal desires. By doing what wealth demands, you position yourself for financial success and the freedom that comes with it. You need to sacrifice temporary freedom now to gain lasting freedom later. Your present self. The only obstacle that prevents you from reaching wealth is your present self. How you think, act, and approach life right now will not serve your future aspirations or help you achieve wealth. By making the previous 16 sacrifices I mentioned, you are officially sacrificing your present self for the benefit of your wealthy future self. I want you to understand that this isn't easy at all. If it were, we'd see the entire world rich. Think about it. There are 8 billion people in the world, but only 62 million are millionaires, making up around 1% of the population. That's a huge gap. So it's clearly not easy. But if 1% of the world can achieve it, you can too. You have to take responsibility for your own journey. No one else is going to do it for you. Not me, not your parents, not society. You are the only one responsible for your success. I believe you deserve wealth too, so make the necessary sacrifices. Watch the video that just popped up on your screen to learn how the new generation, Gen Z, is getting rich quickly, so you can do it too.